Best plan.
All right.
We back.
This is a button check?
No, doesn't look like it. Looks like we're getting right into it.
Oh, wow.
Go ahead and update everything here. 0. Reset the scores here. And this is a matchup that Dandy's Duck Hunt is fairly familiar with, but Slushii's actually doing a fairly good job here. I've never actually heard of him.
Yeah, I still think this is going to be easy money for DandyPenguin, though, because he beats Stingers a lot, and Stingers is probably the best Sheik in this region. So,
Yeah, no doubt about it.
So yeah, this is Danny's no slouch when it comes to the Sheik matchup. Stream looking good.
So far, everything seems like it's all right. Let me know if there's anything we can do to make this a better experience for you guys besides be better commentators. So just trying to check here. We'll see if we can.
Oh my gosh, Slushii took the first stock.
Yeah, he had a lot of momentum going into the first game here.
Yeah. Now usually how Danny plays the Sheik matchup is he tries to trade with Sheik's aerials. That's how he does with his Luigi. I'm not sure if it's a similar pattern for Duck Hunt, but I assume because that's probably the only way he's going to get a hit in. He also has some insane option coverage with this can, and a great canned up here from DandyPenguin, as they're now back to even ground here.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't surprise me that Dandy brought it back so fast. I mean, he is the second best character best player in North Carolina, which definitely helps. So I'm not surprised that he was able to bring that back. He's also just solid at every character he plays. If he doesn't do well with this, he can swap characters without much of a problem. But Slushii's doing surprisingly well.
Yeah, he's playing a solid neutral game here. Offensively, defensively, Danny just waits to get in what little punishes he can against Sheik. Get a grab, maybe set up a can.
Yeah.
And that's what he's going to want to do. He's going to want to put another can on stage here so he can start maybe setting up some combos or some pressure into the can, because that's one of his best kill moves. Right back here. He's not going to attempt to go for the edge guard because it's Sheik, but he does a great cannon up here on the ledge, reading the neutral getup. He back-aired the can to the ledge. That was incredible. And that's the kind of cool setups you see from DandyPenguin's Duck Hunt. Definitely one of the favorites from NC at Nationals.
Oh, that was a beautiful can
back
combo there.
Can.
Not to be confused with the can combo.
The can combo.
The can combo. Oh,
And there it is.
Oh man, it's so beautiful.
Is this Duck Hunt or Rosalina? Oh my gosh.
He is playing with an extra character right now. Holy!
Wow. Is that tickable? Maybe.
It probably was, but who would have teched it?
Yeah, that's a really tight window.
Nairo could have teched it. I'd give it to him.
Wow, discus into or clay pigeon, sorry, into can.
And it looks like this is a very fast download here from Duck Hunt. It looks like it was just a different style of Sheik that he was used to, but it looks like he's adapted fairly well.
He almost got the fourth or F throw into forward air into can. That would have been really beautiful.
And Slushii has, hats off to him. He's done a very good job here of just doing a solid Sheik play in the neutral and kind of keeping Dandy out, especially for the first stock. And most of the second stock, actually. It just, unfortunately, Dandy got on a roll there and hit him with about 43 cans in a row.
He tried to go for the grenade to bouncing fish. A great combo from Sheik, but pretty hard to hit.
Yeah.
You really have to force your opponent into that.
And Duck Hunt is a heavier character, but I think he's at too high of a percent. I think
Oh, wow, great back air.
A good back air, and Duck Hunt not able to recover. So this is again, a very, very solid player there. The biggest thing is the 52% against Dandy right now, and Dandy's not going to go anywhere. So Sheik's been playing too much of a campy game, I feel like, here, ever since he lost the momentum.
Yeah, you really need to play Sheik as a rushdown character in this because there's nothing really Duck Hunt can do once you're in his space. If you try to out-camp him, oh wow, the flood bouncy fish.
Yeah, I mean, Sheik can definitely win this, but I mean, Duck Hunt's going to live pretty well past 100. Doesn't have much of it. Oh, it misses. Nope,
wow.
Doesn't miss. I'm wrong. I am not DandyPenguin. Oh, these setups though. These setups
option coverage with the can is insane.
Legitimately ridiculous. Yeah, he is covering all the options when Sheik's trying to recover. The platform
almost
not
able to
making
get
that good. Yeah. And
Is
there
it
goes
back
the
through the
can.
can?
Oh, doesn't quite get it. Too far away.
Okay, that'll do it. Oh no!
Not quite a kill yet.
Bouncing fish onto the can.
The problem with there
Oh
goes.
my goodness.
I was going to say the problem with Duck Hunt is he also has killing problems,
Yeah.
and he's not Sheik. So I mean that is a big
DandyPenguin was just a
problem.
masochist and likes playing the salutes here.
Yeah, I don't know why he sticks with Duck Hunt.
If he played Rosalina, we'd all be dead. But,
Yeah, that's the truth.
So we're glad he sticks with Duck Hunt. Especially because it's a treat to see, he went to Tipped Off and Ribs and MVD said like, wow, this is amazing. Yes.
And we are getting rid of
All right, I gotta go play. Bye, guys.
Zangoosites. The bracket is in pools. Give me just 1 second here, and I will send that out to you guys. And so, here you guys go. There is that bracket. It's all of the pools in there. Everything for Meteor Smash is in there. We are waiting for the second game to get started, it looks like, but it is taking a little bit of time here. Give me just 1 second. So I'm going to be joined here by Provolone. Give me 1 second here and let me see if I can't fix that.
And two starting up.
Yeah, and so Slushii actually did a really good job first game. I don't know if you had seen it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I didn't know you were in the room. Yeah, it was very, very close.
Oh yeah. It's that can, put it in for him at the very end.
Yeah, this can combos were awesome. That was kind of ridiculous.
All right, so DandyPenguin's doing a good job, just keeping him out of the neutral on the middle of the stage.
Yeah.
Almost a combo.
It's just the Sheik's at such a high percent now. He pulled out that first stock really quickly, and after that it kind of went downhill. I mean, even most of the second stock he was doing a very good job, keeping the momentum on his side against Duck Hunt, kind of staying in Duck Hunt's face, keeping needles charged. So if Duck Hunt did get away, throwing needles to kind of stop the ability for him to set up, and then Dandy kind of adapted really fast. And this isn't a good matchup for Duck Hunt.
Not at
it's
all.
just. Oh, that was really good. Actually hitting the can there, causing it to blow up. Wasn't expecting that at all.
And the can might have been what saved him from getting bouncy fish comboed right there.
Yeah, most likely. It looks like it was set up properly.
Sheik's just one grab away though from a kill.
Maybe.
Maybe if he can get it.
It's that 50%, 50-50 mix up there.
I feel like Danny's really good about getting the player to pay attention to the can, and then he makes his way in, so he's got to make sure he doesn't get distracted by that can play.
Yeah, that is something that Dandy does. But the problem is, you kind of have to be distracted by the can because it limits where you can move on the stage. So it's definitely hard. But doing a good job sealing the stock fairly quickly. Didn't take too much punishment. Is at 51%. But Duck Hunt does have a problem killing.
Most definitely.
So that's one of the reasons why this matchup isn't in his favor. Is the problem killing? He doesn't have the mobility that Sheik does, and Sheik's a lot safer than he is. And especially if Sheik can stay in the face of Duck Hunt, it doesn't give him time to set up the cans and that type of stuff. But Danny doing a good job of just getting him off of him, kind of reversing the pressure there.
Yeah, just not letting him get comfortable on the second stock. Something I like. Danny's really good about countering this, but something I'd like to see Slushii do a little bit more of is just the run into shield. Duck Hunt's throws are not that dangerous; they're not going to kill you. You can usually go in kind of safely and pressure him. And he's giving Danny a little bit much more room than he should to set up.
Yeah, that is absolutely true. Like I was saying, you do have to kind of stay in Duck Hunt's face. That can being out there is a big thing. And then he was so worried about the can that Dandy got the gunman out, which covered the high and low option on the grounded approach and the air approach. And so he had to. Dandy was completely safe being there. He had to go over the platform, and that just set up the end of that stock for Slushii.
Combo there. Danny looks like he's pulling away on this one a little bit. It's by no means taken away from Slushii. Slushii can bring it back.
Absolutely. I mean, there's no doubt about that at all.
I know Danny was really excited when they gave that jab buff for Duck Hunt Dog. He uses that a lot more nowadays. His Duck Hunt Dog's jab went from being pretty bad to pretty good.
He's a slightly better character now. Just slightly, though.
And he DI'd that well to just avoid the Vanish mix-up altogether.
Yeah. Oh. And, I mean, Danny kind of running away with this, but, I mean, again, Slushii can take a stock fairly quickly here. I mean, he has a bit of rage, and once he gets Duck Hunt to 100%, it's mix-up time.
Definitely. Looks like Slushii doesn't seem very comfortable with the gunman timing. I think that's a big thing for a lot of people who aren't familiar with Duck Hunt. Just when each gunman will shoot. It's like, for example, right there, he shielded initially, and if it would have been the fast-shooting gunman, he'd have been fine. But since it was one of the slower-shooting ones, he released his shield and got shot anyways.
And that was a really good raw up smash there. I don't think Dandy was expecting it, but he doesn't look comfortable with this matchup at all. I mean, it just looks like this isn't a matchup he's played much. But
Yeah.
who has played against a Duck Hunt much? I mean,
Especially one as good as Dandy.
yeah, you're the either play with Dandy in friendlies or you play him in tournaments. I mean, that's pretty much it. But other than that, there isn't really a great Duck Hunt.
And that's it.
And that's done. Those can combos are so good. And yeah, I would have loved for the Sheik to win too, just to throw that upset in there. I love a good upset.